Okay. So, the original question. I don't know how well it's going to hear us, so I'll figure that out later. Earlier today, I already clarified with Zack what Goliath does during the day.
Mm-hmm.
So it's up to you what Darky does the previous night and during the day, if anything.
Well, the previous night, she'd go to try to find him at the Coliseum, discover that he's not there, and then she'd probably go to all the inns and ask if a tall, armored man had checked in, or if he was, like, in the lobby.
Roll me this.
2.
You roll me this.
Nice.
Why not just use digital rollers instead of...
Yeah, if you'll have a digital roller set up, then use
we
that.
have Siri.
Oh.
And Google.
That's a 4.
Okay. So, it will be the third inn that you get to before they're like, well, yes, I believe so. Can you give me a name?
Maybe under Cain?
Would you have put it under Cain?
Probably not.
Goliath, then?
Yeah.
No one by that name.
Try Goliath?
We do have someone by that name. Would you like me to call them down?
If you don't mind, I'd rather just go up to the room.
I can't give away where my patrons are staying.
Yes, please call them down.
Goliath, you will get a, like a bell dinging in your room.
What, roughly, like... Because we, like, the Coliseum was ending pretty late at night, if my understanding is correct.
It was probably, like, 10:30 or 11.
So what time is it now?
Probably, like, 11:30 to 12.
Okay. Goliath will, like, drowsily look up at the bell and then put his pants back on and then head down to the lobby or whatever.
Okay. Darky's there.
I was called. You called me?
She was wanting to find you. She said she was a friend of yours.
She's my girlfriend, yes.
Oh, okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, why did you run off?
I didn't want the... We were done.
You didn't tell me where you were going.
You seemed busy.
I mean, you still gotta tell me where you were going.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, I'm sorry.
No, I mean, you're right. I should have said something, but you seemed busy, and I had an errand I wanted to run, and it was pretty late.
Well, what did you do?
I did a little bit of shopping, and then I went to bed. If you need a room, you can come with me if you want.
I mean, if that's okay.
Well, I mean, we'd have to sleep a little close, but we've done that before, so I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Right, why would that be weird?
I don't know, I just thought I'd mention it just in case.
Are you okay?
I'm a little tired.
Well, let's go to bed.
Okay, alright, let's... he'll lead her to his room in the inn.
Okay.
And he'll just be like, alright, I was just falling asleep, so...
Oh, I'm sorry to wake you up.
No, you're okay. Good night, and he'll, like, quickly give her, like, a quick peck on the cheek, and then crawl into bed.
Good night, I guess.
Was there something else to be done?
You're acting very odd.
I'm not acting odd, you're acting odd.
You're acting pretty fucking odd. You already act kind of odd, and I was used to it, and now you're acting, like, different kind of odd.
Okay, well, I'm going to bed now. I will see you in the morning.
We're talking about it in the morning.
I look forward to our date tomorrow night.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me. I'm just trying to go to bed.
Okay, fine. Go to bed. We're talking about this in the morning.
Okay.
Go to bed.
I need to roll to see how quietly he leaves in the morning.
Sure.
Okay.
Rude.
Well, because I already I just realized I can't use a digital roller.
Ah.
Because I had already established, like, he either sleeps alone and just goes about his day in the morning, or, like, doesn't wake her and goes about his day. He has stuff he wants to go to him.
So you want to roll just swipe up?
Okay. Am I going to use a modifier for this?
No. Well, whatever your stealth is.
I need to grab my tablet. There's that back for you. Because then I need my character sheet. That's a 6.
Darky, when you get the ability to do so, roll me a perception at disadvantage.
Oh, that is an 8.
Damn it.
You kind of like stir awake as he's like putting his pants on, doing the Coca-Bold face of like.
Good morning.
Good morning. Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you.
What are you doing?
I had an errand or two I needed to run before our date.
You weren't gonna wake me up?
Well, it looked like you were sleeping really peacefully. I didn't want to interrupt you.
Okay. You normally wake me up when you get up.
I have stuff to do, though.
Can I not come do the stuff with you? Or is it about the date?
Which one of those questions do I answer?
Both. Now.
Okay,
They were the same question before.
no, and then yes.
So, what are you doing about the date?
Well, he, like, rubs at his chin. Well, I mean, I didn't want you to know until late. I'm sorry, I don't really know how to do this.
You're trying to surprise me.
Yes, I wanted to find a place to eat, and...
Alright, I'm sorry. I
shouldn't
have gotten mad at you. No, I'm sorry. Just go ahead and go do whatever it is you're gonna go do.
Okay, how about, I will see you back here no later than 5?
I will be here at 5.
Okay, I will see you here at 5.
Alright.
Okay, he is going to put all of his armor on for being out in the town.
Right.
Before he puts his helmet on, I'm just gonna, like, hold her hand out to him, like, and do a grabby hand.
He'll walk over.
Should, like, pull him in and, like, kiss him.
Oh. Okay. I don't know. I don't know how to react to a kiss, like, that's just vocally like, and then you get kissed. I'm like, oh, I've been kissed.
Sure, yeah.
He kisses you back.
Okay, well, be safe, please.
Will do.
I'm just gonna go back to bed.
So then you go and do the things that we discussed earlier.
Yeah.
Do you want me to say them out loud or keep them a secret?
I don't care.
Just for the record's sake, you go to the store, you buy...
I go to Aldor's place.
Well, you said you went to the store first and they didn't have what you wanted. So then you go to Aldor's.
Oh, that was referencing, like...
Oh, right,
to the
okay, never mind. Okay, so you go to Aldor's to be like, what's up? And then you were like, do you have shit to buy? And he's just like, of course I do, I'm a merchant. And then, like, you buy 2 sending stones.
Yeah.
And then you also buy the other thing that I will leave a secret.
Okay.
And then you go and scout out your places, which I will leave a secret until the end, until later when they become relevant in this session.
Mm-hmm.
Look you. Okay.
And so,
Yeah.
is there anything Darky wants to do?
That's the wrong character sheet.
Oh.
Is there anything Darky wants to do during all of this?
I guess she's gonna wake up and get ready.
Because you have basically the entire day.
She's gonna get dressed up. Or she's at least gonna, like, pull out some dressy clothes. She's not gonna put them on immediately. She's got till 5. Fang still hasn't given me that money. God damn it.
You can go find Fang and tell him to give you your fucking money.
I can't because I don't know where he is. And meta, he is a fucking skeleton right now.
Funny enough, as you are getting up and getting ready for the day, as you walk out, or as you start to walk out to the lobby, you run into Jamna, and she has Fang's hat.
Good morning.
Morning.
What you doing there?
Getting us dyed
Why?
because he wants to be sneakier.
Fang wants to be sneakier.
I thought that was weird too. But obviously, he can't really leave his room right now.
Which room is he in? He owes me money.
Oh. And then she like points out his room. That one.
Okay. Bye. Have a good day.
Bye.
She's gonna
And she just leaves.
bang on the door.
You ended up rolling the same inn that Fang was in. Go. Fang pays you.
Thank you.
Roleplay continues.
Thank you. I was really I didn't have to talk to Fang as, like, Zack asked Fang.
Zach's not here, and I'm not role-playing his character for him, so
Okay.
he pays you.
Thank you, future Zack.
In technicality, I think you would also now meet Victor, but
We'll do that.
yeah,
Victor's
that'll
asleep.
be a different thing.
I'll just assume he
Yeah, we'll
slides the
just
money
say-
through the crack of the door.
Yeah, we'll just say that it was answered through the door. The door was never open. When you were like, I need my money, he was just like, all right, here, and just threw the money out the door.
Right. Thank you, Fang. And then after that, what time is it? It's like still morning.
This is taking like 15 minutes.
She's gonna go check on the dragon.
Okay, Dragon's doing good.
She's gonna give him love and attention and cuddles and love. Extra love.
Don't forget that they have said, like, yeah, we need money to feed him. They never said how much.
I guess, can I get that information?
They'll just say, either you can just provide him food or just give us some money and we'll buy him food. Like,
Oh, well then I'll just give them the food that we already had for the dragon.
okay, I mean, that's like only a couple days left. But
Well, it's better than nothing.
right.
So go and haul my ass to the car.
They're like, oh, you mean the food that was in the cart? Yeah, we've been using that.
Oh.
Your cart's still here.
How much money do I have?
At least 90.
That's true.
You won your fight. Well, you lost / tied your
I
fight.
got even. I just got my money right. I guess I'll give them like 40 gold
Okay.
to put toward food.
They'll say that'll last plenty of time.
I'll get up.
Especially since it's not that they're like, it's not that you're paying them to like go to the butchers and buy deer carcasses. You're paying them to go hunt for your dragon. Like,
can she actually ask them to take the dragon with them sometimes and like teach him how to hunt?
yeah, I mean that was the plan.
Okay, I just want to clarify.
Yeah, because they were asked like, hey, can you help us like raise this dragon? And so that's what they're doing. Like,
Okay.
they're going to teach it not only morality but how to hunt and like defend itself.
Right. I mean, after that, she's just gonna go say hi to whatever teammates that she can find, like easily accessible.
Okay, well you already said hi to Fang.
We don't
Chloe's
have-
probably here, so you probably say hi to her.
Go and hunt down Sephtis, say hi to him. Basically, she just wants to check in on everybody, and she'll probably just go back to the inn. It's like an inn/tavern, I assume.
No, this one's just an inn.
Oh.
It's just like a big ass inn. It's like a Motel 6.
Then can she like ask the person up front, like, do you have like refreshments or something I can
There's
do
a
to
coffee bar.
distract myself?
There's a coffee bar. You're welcome to help yourself.
All right, well, thank you. And then she'll probably just get some coffee and some snacks, and she'll sit at a table, or probably a table, in a corner.
At this point, it's probably like noon, so you still have like 5 hours to kill.
And she's just gonna write something and stuff in her journal.
Okay. When I was asking if you wanted to go do stuff, I meant like, do you want to like go shopping?
No, because we already tried that. There's nothing in that store that I can afford, or if I want it, he doesn't have it.
Okay.
So.
Well, I mean, just in case there is something that you want to try for, like, Goliath took that as, like, I'm going to go see if Aldor has shit then, because he's home with all of his stuff now.
And you know where he lives.
The only thing I would want is that, the thing that you told me I can't have yet.
I don't remember what that is right
The
now.
Ring of Dual Concentration.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can if you have the money for it.
How much is it?
A lot. A couple thousand.
I was about to say, that literally does not tell me anything.
If I ever say a lot, it's just more than you have.
There's nothing else that she really needs.
Okay. In that case, Goliath, you go and do your stuff. Go ahead and give me a perception roll while you are trolling through town.
That's an 11.
We'll say you notice it. As you're kind of like going around, because you're specifically like looking for places to eat, so you're going through like Market District and stuff like that. You find a restaurant called Mama's.
He goes in it?
It's a bakery.
Is Mama there?
There's nobody at the counter at first, but when you come in, you hear the little ding 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 of like the bell as it rings, and then somebody comes out of the back and she's like, "Oh, Sugar Punt, you didn't have to come visit me here in Waterdeep."
How did you get here?
Mama has her ways. You never asked Mama her ways.
Could you not have helped us get here faster?
No, this is Mama's only. This is Mama owned.
Ah. Well,
Also, I didn't know you needed to come here.
right. Anyway, good to see you, Mama.
How's that recipe treating you?
Good. I really like it, and my friends really like it. And,
Good.
thank you again for all that help. I want to start branching out into baking other things. I'll do that soon, but
Would you like a cupcake recipe? Cupcake?
I would adore yes.
She like slides you a little sheet of paper. That's Mama's cupcakes.
Thank you. He tucks it into his pockets. He's like a little put off, like, thanks. Mama, real quick, not that I don't like to see you, but I do have stuff I have to go look for. You have any restaurant recommendations?
Oh, the place next door, La Petite Vache, is great.
Okay. What do you do if I were to walk in and you were working the other bakery?
I just walk into this one.
Right.
Mama's got a Mama's Only teleport location in the back. Takes me to the hub of all my stores.
Okay, what do you... Okay, it's been a pleasure, Mama. Thank you for the new recipe.
Of course.
And Goliath will leave and then check out, like, the restaurant next door.
Okay. Next door, it's just like this, like, what I can only describe as French, and I said La Petite Vache, which is literally French, but it's whatever the equivalent in this world would be to French.
Right. Okay.
So, like, Elvish, probably. Like,
Okay.
And, you don't, I doubt you speak Elvish.
I do not.
Okay. So you have no idea what the name of the store means. But it just seems to be like the equivalent to like a French restaurant. And it seems very nice.
Okay. Goliath will take mental note of how to get here. And then look for that other thing.
Okay. You find that, and that's
Right.
that's not hard to find,
Yeah.
you know?
Okay.
So then, you've got the locations to those. It's probably like 2.
This is gonna sound kind of weird. Is there, like, an equivalent of, like, a gym?
Yeah, I mean, there would be a gym.
Like, just a place to go exercise?
Yeah.
You would go do that?
Okay.
You would just be like,
Now,
kill
okay.
time till
Do you want to go to a place to exercise, or do you want to go to, like, a place with, like, training dummies where you can, like, practice with your blade and all that?
I think he actually, he would want to practice with his blade and stuff.
Okay. Then, yeah, you'll be able to find a place. They basically just say, like, you're welcome to, like, practice. Any dummies you break, you pay for. It's a gold a dummy.
Okay, I'll be sure not to break any.
They're like, you can. We have a shitload of them. It's just if you want to break it, it's a gold.
I have a date tonight. I have to save the gold, but thank you.
All right.
And he'll just do that till 5 o'clock, just to get his mind off his seething jealousy.
Oh my god.
As you notice next to you on the dummy, there's a dude just punching the shit out of them. You look familiar. Just kidding.
No, I don't.
Kidding. Okay, so then for the next 2.5-ish hours, you'll be doing that. Darky, you just gonna sit and drink coffee for 5 hours?
She's doing stuff in her journal. She's writing a very important letter.
Okay.
She wants to make it perfect. She's writing 2 separate things, but one of them is for Goliath and one of them is for the dragon.
Okay.
You don't get to read it today?
Why not?
She's not going to be done with it.
Oh, okay.
But that's what she's doing. She's trying to figure out what she wants her letter to say. I'm leaving.
I never loved you anyway. Jay told me I could do so much better.
And then right before 5, she'll go and get dressed.
So you'll probably show up just before 5.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting dressed in the room. Do you just walk in?
Yeah.
Okay. So you just walk in, because it is technically your room.
Right.
We'll say you were given a key, because clearly you know him.
I just, lockpicked it. Broke the handle.
And Darky's in there changing.
Jesus, you scared me a little bit.
And Fang says that.
What?
Jesus.
Oh.
Oh, so sorry. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. I Sorry.
I mean, it doesn't matter. You've seen me. You just startled me. It doesn't matter that you're seeing me like this. You just scared me.
Right. My bad.
No, it's fine.
I'm gonna clean up before we leave.
Oh, okay.
And he'll just like he'll take his sword off and set it by the door, and just slowly work his way out of his clothes. He's been essentially working out for a few hours now, so he's like, does this have like the equivalent of like a shower?
There's like the community like bath.
But nothing in
area,
this
like,
room.
No.
Okay.
Like I said, Motel 6. This ain't fancy.
Right. He does his best to kind of like brush his hair back, and then he'll slip into that like nobleman's suit that he still has.
All right. Out of curiosity, which of the things you got the night before are you... Okay, that's what I figured.
Yeah, if you watch him change, he has new briefs,
Mm-hmm.
and he puts on these like really tight, silky ones
Where
that
did
are
you
that
get
are that are
those?
like a nice goldish color.
Just gonna like saunter up to you. Where'd you get these? And like pull the elastic on and snap it to you.
I bought them yesterday.
What happened to the other ones?
They weren't mine.
That's fair. I like these.
I'm glad. I thought you would. That's why I grabbed them. If that's okay.
Yeah, of course that's okay.
Okay. Every now and then, like as she's talking to him, kind of go for it. He gets like a little like giddy, and then like goes back to what he's doing. But yeah, he changes into like his nobleman suit. Quickly uses his hand to brush back his hair, and then leaves. Essentially, his armor in like a neat pile by the door alongside his greatsword. But he does keep his bag on.
Right. I should mention, by the way, because of the night before and this night, it is 2 gold to stay at the inn.
Yeah.
The inn. So, okay, I'm saying that. What are y'all doing next?
I found a nice restaurant.
Okay.
I can't pronounce the name.
Okay.
And I would be honored to take you there.
I would be honored to be taken there.
Okay. And he'll like kind of like shuffle from foot to foot for a second, and then like offer his arm. You know what I mean? Well, he'll like look away. Like you don't have to if you don't want to, but.
Well, this is not her first rodeo with this particular gesture, so she just fucking swoops her arm in and like.
Okay, right.
Like does the whole like pulls him in real close kind of thing.
He blushes a little bit, but he will lead her to that restaurant.
Oh, she's
La Petite Volche.
Yeah.
wearing her fancy noble clothes, but not the corset. She's kind of like butchered.
Well, keep in mind, yours are not like nobleman's clothes. Yours are like fancy clothes.
Well, that's what I was referring to.
Right.
She's not butchered it. She's just taken a lot of the accessories off. It's basically just a plain white like dress.
Right.
With a corset.
So, do you speak Elvish?
No.
I didn't figure. I don't think
Koi
any
is
of
the
y'all-
only one.
Does Koi? Yeah, Koi does speak Elvish. That's right.
Koi and her dad.
Yeah.
I invited Koi's dad along for the date.
Translator. I'm paying him well.
As you go inside, you get greeted at the door, and they're like, it seems to be like a high elf, and they're, may I help you?
Yeah. Hi. I would like a table for myself and my girlfriend, please.
He kind of like looks you up and down. Right this way.
I'm glad to follow.
All right.
Which means you're following.
This place clearly looks like super fancy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She like pulls him in. Goliath, how? She's like whispering. Goliath, how did you get us in here? Like what is this?
I walked in the front door.
You didn't have to like make a reservation or something? This place is, like, really fancy.
Frankly, I probably should have done that, but I didn't.
You didn't think to do that.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you know better next time now.
You were lucky enough to come in our downtime. And he'll, point to a table for two.
Goliath will, pull her seat for her.
And she'll sit down.
And then he will sit down.
She'll, like, give a small giggle.
He's, like, beet red.
Look at you being all noble and fancy.
Right. Is that okay?
It's very cute.
Is he just standing there?
He is waiting till y'all, like, stop so he can hand you menus
okay.
without being rude.
Yeah, okay.
Here you are.
Thank you.
Are you taking a menu?
Oh, yes.
Well, I assumed he would, like, grab both and
Yeah,
pass them
okay,
on.
okay. And allow me, let me know if I can be of any assistance. And he will leave.
Is the menu in Elvish?
Yes. God
Shit!
damn it.
Goliath is gonna look at me like, we can go somewhere else if you want.
You know what? No. Let's make it fun.
Okay.
Let's just pick something random and see what happens.
Okay. Are there, like, pictures to let you know what category to pick? Damn it. Okay. Okay. You know what?
So here's what we can do. We're just gonna point to something and ask him what it is. And no matter what it is, we're gonna get it. But he's gonna tell us what it is.
Okay. That could be fun.
That way if it's like, that's water, dumbass. Like, we know it's water.
Right. I hope I'm allowed to eat more than water today. But okay, Darky, that does sound very fun.
It'll be really fun.
That'll be very fun. Yeah.
Is it like an extensive menu? Like, how many items are on this thing?
It's like a typical fancy restaurant. So it's
Like,
got.
She hasn't even looked at the menu before she came up with the idea.
Think of Le Bistro.
Okay,
Think
so
of Le
it's...
Bistro's menu, but it's written in French.
Okay, so it's like one page, but front and back.
Okay.
And it's maybe got like 20 items tops on
Except
it.
it's like a fold open menu, but it is still technically like
2 pages.
2 pages.
So
yeah.
it's maybe got 20 items max on it, including... that's not even including drinks, because Le Bistro's menu only has food on it. It doesn't have drinks or anything. It doesn't have wine on it.
Right. Well, this game could be fun.
Is there like a separate book at the table for wine?
Yes.
She like pulls that book. Or is all of that in Elvish too?
Yep.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fun. Okay. Well, because, God, even if things are in a different language, numbers still translate similarly.
Mm-hmm.
So can we look at the prices and...
Prices here are anywhere from, like, the cheapest thing you see is 5 gold, and, like, the most expensive is 15.
Okay.
You would know, it's the same as, like, normally a meal costs you guys, like, a gold, you know? Like, in the same way that, like, oh, if we go to, like, Whataburger, we can get a meal for, like, $10. Whereas, like, Le Bistro's, like, $50 a person. So it's about the same here.
Right. And then how much is the wine?
The wines, the cheapest one that you can find that you assume is a glass is 5 gold.
Okay. And then what's the most expensive?
350.
Okay. Okay, come on.
Okay. He sees that 350, he's like, shit, I don't have enough for the date. I'm fucking up so bad, and I'm still really jealous.
How much gold do we have in total?
Well, I have, 232 gold at the moment.
Okay, I can throw another 100 on there, and we can have a nice date.
I can handle the date.
If it happens to get expensive, I will help you. Pick a wine. She's gonna cover the prices.
Goliath will pick one towards the middle of the page.
Give me a d20 roll. I'm going to be texting y'all some things. Raven and I will send yours over Discord.
It's an 8.
That's an 8.
Alright, are you uncovering after he picks the wine?
Yes.
The wine you chose is 100 gold.
Okay. That's fine. Okay. I hope it's good. Coming from the man who doesn't like wine.
Well, you have to try it at least.
Yes. I will try.
Yes.
Yes.
You have to get into the spirit of it. You have to have fun.
I am having fun.
Money is just a monetary thing. It's fleeting. The only thing that's important is having fun.
The things I just sent you are the items you end up randomly picking,
Okay.
and that is what it shows on the menu,
Oh,
essentially.
Oh boy.
Okay.
You may pronounce them however you assume
Oh
that
no.
Goliath and Darky will pronounce them.
She's not. You won't let her be like this one.
No.
Damn.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a blast.
Oh, good. Good.
I'm having alone. Aside from having a good time hanging out with you, as your girlfriend, I'm having a very nice time in the date so far.
Okay, good. Good.
I'm going to let you know, by the way, that, like, because obviously y'all are probably going to get these wrong, he is going to, like, correct you. Viewers, if you know French, I'm not good at this either, but I'm going to correct them in the way that, like,
Right.
this is how it's pronounced.
Right.
Like,
Okay. Okay, well...
Does the waiter come back at some point, I assume?
yeah, he will come back and he'll say, have you decided on any drinks for the night?
Yes, we wanted this bottle of wine.
Ah.
I don't know if that's
Well,
the
all right.
meal, so...
Yeah. All right. We will get that brought out. Have you decided what you would like for dinner tonight?
Yes.
Okay, well then, yes we have. Ladies first.
Fuck you. Okay, you'll have to pardon me because I do not speak or read Elvish. Therefore, this is more so just a me randomly picking and going to have fun with my choice. So you have to forgive me for the butchering I'm about to perform of this food. God, you're really gonna make me do this in her voice. She literally stares at it for a few minutes. She's processing how she's gonna say this word. Oh fuck it. Fue de amor o tratar de cretes?
Do you mean the Code de Omar Tartar de Creves?
Yes. Thank you. I apologize.
And for you, sir?
I would like the vieux legume.
The veau legume?
Yeah, that one.
All right. We will have those prepared as quickly as we can.
Thank you.
And he will leave.
Does he look any kind of judgy?
He's like...
These fucking weirdos just ordered an appetizer and like a thing of popcorn.
No, he was very clearly like, look, we're in like a slower time right now and we have a table or two open. This guy clearly looks like a noble. I'll let him in. And then he, like, you guys come in, you're like, we don't know how to fucking pronounce any of this. And they're like, huh. Well, I know he at least has money, so I'm not gonna tell him no. Like,
Right.
Do y'all talk at all while he's gone?
See, that wasn't so painless.
You're correct, that was not painless. Is that what you meant to say?
Yeah, that wasn't that painless.
You said that wasn't so painless. Like, correct, that was not painless, yeah.
No, yeah, so...
It was painful.
Yeah. What you meant to say was, that wasn't so painful.
Yes! Yes! That's exactly what I meant to
My
say.
love, are you having a stroke?
Yes.
Does anyone smell toast?
Oh, I'm burning my toast. I'm sorry.
Goliath will kind of like scratch at his chin. So how was your friend that you met?
You mean Jay?
Do I? I don't.
That was Jay. You remember back at Greenest with the servants' quarters and the underwear, and that was Jay. That was my butler.
Okay.
We were just catching up. What?
Forgive. You once told me that earlier in your life, I've never done this before, but that you had. Was that,
What?
because you had said that you had been with someone before and things didn't work.
What? What the fuck are you saying?
Well, I don't know. Never mind. I'm
No.
sorry.
I want
Is
to.
the wine here yet?
I want to straighten this out.
Okay.
Because that sounds like you're misunderstanding
I'm getting
something
thirsty.
incredibly, horribly wrong. Just say what it is, and I will correct you.
I just was wondering if perhaps the lover you've had before that things did not work out with just so happened to be that same monk that we saw in the Colosseum last night.
Her face turns.
You wouldn't have seen him as a monk, by the way.
That's that man that you fought in the Colosseum last
Her
night.
face immediately just turns to kind of disgust.
I'm sorry. It's okay if it is. I just.
No, that Jay is like my father figure.
Oh.
That he's not the man that I was betrothed to.
Sorry.
Jesus! Oh my no!
Okay, I'm sorry. I just.
No, you. What? She's real. She's at the thought of it.
I'll admit. I know I hit it very well, but I did get a little jealous, and I'm sorry.
You got jealous over what?
Well, you. As much as I enjoy a good round of, sparring, I typically don't get that elated to see an opponent, nor do I run up and hug them. And I mean, I don't know, you've never seemed that excited to see me, and I just got a little jealous. I'm sorry.
She chuckles. Goliath, you understand that I haven't seen Jay in a while, right?
No, I have no. I mean, for all I know, you saw him the day before I met you. I don't
remember what we talked about.
It was only a few days before you met him, honestly.
I haven't seen him in months.
Okay. Well, still,
About this time, he will come up with a bottle of red wine, and he will say, "Would you like me to pour your first glass?"
Yes, please.
Sure thing.
And he will pour and pour, and then he will set a bucket of ice on the table and put it down into the ice, and say, "Your food should be arriving shortly."
Thank you.
And then he'll leave.
She swirls it to let it breathe.
Glad.
You're supposed to let it breathe. Okay.
Sorry,
You don't like wine. What are you okay?
I'm,
Okay. She grabs his fidgety hands. Listen.
Okay.
Think of it like, at this point, me and you are very close. I would like to assume.
Yes.
If I had just disappeared, tomorrow, and then you didn't see me for a few months, and then I just randomly show up in a town, you're telling me you wouldn't be ecstatic to see me?
Well, I would be, but it's when we listen. So this is our third date together. but in a sense, it still kind of feels like our... Because, the first one was technically a practice thing, and then the second one was very small, and any inkling of anything romantic was very quickly squashed out. So this still feels kind of almost like a first one for me.
That's kind of how I figured it was.
And I couldn't help but get a little jealous, because on that practice date, I know you had a good time, but if memory serves correctly, there was nothing there, and then there was the second date, and there was nothing there, and then when we eventually did confess how we felt, you were convinced I was going to hate you, and then for a couple of weeks we couldn't really do anything, and so it just hit me a little hard to see you be that excited and happy to see someone else when you're still learning, hopefully, how to love me.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
The difference is that I've known Jay literally my entire life. I've had an entire life with him versus I've had a few months with you.
I know.
He is the person who basically raised me. I see him as a father figure. And he is the only father figure in my life that didn't hate me or fuck me over.
Mm-hmm. Well...
So I was just very excited to see him.
Right.
That's not to say that I don't get excited when I see you.
Okay.
It was just, it caught me off guard to see him there. Because I didn't expect it.
Right. Well, I'm glad you got to see him again. I don't really have anyone like that, so I can't.
You have me.
Well, I know, but what I mean is prior to meeting all of you, I don't really have any people in my life, so I don't,
I mean, you don't have any clue where, or care for to know where your parents are?
Why would I want that?
Well, were they mean to you or were they nice to you? Okay.
He gives you a look of like, Darky, as I've said before, I grew up in an entire town of people abusing me.
Yeah, that was a dumb question, I'm sorry.
It's okay, it was not dumb.
Then why not?
I'll give you this. Some people, including my mother, hit me less than others, but even so, I'm not seeking any of that town out. I wouldn't even know where to find it on a map.
Then think of it like this.
I understand why you were so excited to see him. I just was irrationally jealous, and I apologize. I don't want it to ruin our date.
It's not going to ruin anything.
Okay.
I just want to make sure that you are aware that he is not my fiance,
Right,
or that
yes.
we're dating or something.
Right. I would hope you don't have a fiance.
No.
He hears Marcus in his head for a joke. Bad joke, bad joke.
Read it back.
You performed really well yesterday.
I mean, I guess it was a tie.
Hey, that's better than a loss, like Sephtis. That was not meant to come off as like douchey. Hey, at least you didn't get your ass kicked, loser.
I mean, I got lucky, I guess.
Well.
I'd love to spar with you.
Oh. Sure, we can do that.
Really?
Whatever. Yeah,
Like right now?
we're kind of about to eat right now, but.
After eat.
If you would like to do that later, we can.
Unless you had something planned. No.
I had nothing planned. I mean, well, we would need to go back to the inn to get our. But I'm not just going to punch you in the face.
You could.
No, I would never. He gets a little like, no.
Okay, we'll go back to the inn. I'm sorry, that was supposed to be a joke.
Okay, after the date is over, we'll go back to the inn.
You hear Marcus in the back of your head. Bad joke.
Bad joke.
You don't know who Marcus is.
Yeah.
We can do that at some... I mean, there's the tournament tomorrow, perhaps. We can do a little sparring tonight, and then push comes to shove, I will meet you in the tournament tomorrow.
Okay. Learning your strategy now.
You're over here like, well, learning his strategies. The Goliath is over here like, that's the one thing I'm good at, and I get to share it now. Like,
there's a moment that she's like, but hang on, no. You made an example earlier, or I was going to make an example earlier, because you said that you don't have anybody in relation to, like, what Jay is to me.
Yeah.
But you do.
Do I?
You have Koi. She's like your sister.
Well, that's true, but again, I more so meant to, like, anyone from my past.
Okay, but she's still considered family. I consider Jay family.
Right.
And you consider Koi family.
I consider all of you, well, not you anymore, but, well, you know what I mean.
I will assume that of Sephtis, Koi, and Fang, you probably are the closest to Koi. Or maybe Fang.
It's up in the air at the moment. I am a little upset with Fang lately, but yes.
We're gonna use Koi.
Okay.
Because we all love Koi to death.
Right.
You see her like family. You see her like your sister, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's... If she disappeared, you lost her for a few months, and then you saw her random again, of course you'd be ecstatic.
Yeah.
You got your family member back.
Yes. No, I
letting you know
understand.
that you actually do have something
Right.
that can replace the family that you did have.
Well, never mind. Yes, you're right. I'm hungry.
About this time, your waiter will walk up, and he has 2 plates. He will set one down in front of you, and he will say, hang on, what is it exactly again? He'll set it down in front of you, and say, lobster tail with shrimp tartare. And he'll set yours in front of you and say, veal with vegetables.
Okay. Thank you. This looks delicious.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy. And he will leave.
Oh, did you like the wine?
It wasn't bad.
It's probably some of the best alcohol you've ever had.
Yeah, like, I'm not much for wine, but as far as wine goes, this is pretty good.
She'll pour you another glass.
Well, thank you.
And then she'll drink hers. And then she'll pour herself another glass. She's a heavyweight.
Yeah.
You're not.
Client is not.
You know how bottles of wine are. You only get like 5 glasses deep before it's gone.
She's
so.
gonna... Hang on. Impulse. She's gonna make sure that Goliath gets more of this wine.
Okay.
Goliath will try to mimic like the stirring he saw her do on her first glass, and then.
It's pretty good.
It is better.
That is pretty good.
It's better when you don't just shove it down your gullet.
I was thirsty and nervous.
Why are you nervous?
I want to do well.
On the date?
Yes.
You're already dating me.
Well, that doesn't mean I should stop trying, does it?
Darky.exe has stopped working.
Because I'd rather not.
I mean, I enjoy that you're still trying, and
It's like what I said before, where this kind of feels a lot more real than the others, and I like that. I like that a lot.
Does Goliath...
He starts cutting into his veal.
Would Goliath know what veal is?
No.
So to you, it's just a steak.
Yeah. So you just
You would know what veal is. You're a noble.
I'm a noble, yeah. I mean, she's just going
Do
to...
you, Holly, know what veal is?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Like, she's
Do
not
you,
gonna,
Raven, know what veal is?
Yeah.
Okay.
like, she's not going to tell him, like, because she's under the assumption that, like, most people know what it is because she's got that noble brain. So it's not common knowledge to just be like, oh, by the way, that's what that is.
Okay.
Yeah. But she's going to dig into her lobster tail.
You also have shrimp tartare.
Yeah.
You basically ordered the seafood plate, and you ordered steak with vegetables.
Yeah.
Little side note, La Petite Vache means the little cow.
Nice. Oh my god, I'm eating the title character here.
Kind of.
That's
Their signature dish.
You're eating Milky Way.
Milky Way!
Goliath is going to start eating, and he's going to attempt to like change the subject off of him being
This is
embarrassed.
like the most tender meat you've ever eaten in your life.
Yeah, he's about it. And he's going if you don't mind me asking, the past couple of days, you've kind of seemed like something's bothering you a bit. Ever since Christmas.
I was like, something's bothering me? Yes.
And, you know, I haven't had a good opportunity to talk to you about what happened. But are you okay?
Something looked like it was bothering you that day too, you know.
Well, it was a rough night.
Much more rough for you, I assume.
Well, let's not assume that. I mean, you were tied up in a basement for a couple of hours. And I don't know what happened to you when you first got down there either. I'm sorry I wasn't there.
She's kind of like 1,000-yard stares at like the salt on the table, like PTSD.
I wish I could have been there.
It's fine. It happened instantly. There was no way you could have known that
Well,
wasn't me.
Even so, I will work harder to protect you in the future. I'm sorry I failed.
You didn't fail. It was just a bad luck of the draw.
It feels like I failed.
You didn't fail. If anything, you technically won. You succeeded. You figured out that wasn't me. You failing would be you never find out that wasn't me.
The others did most of the work, I'll admit. As soon as it looked like you were going to attack me, I didn't really know what to do. I kind of just... I know it wasn't you, and I figured out pretty quickly it wasn't you, because I know you would never hurt me, but it was still very off-putting to be attacked by something that looked and sounded like you, and I couldn't bring myself to attack it, so...
Why not? What?
Well, it just looked too much like you. I couldn't bring myself to, raise my sword and bring it down on what effectively looked and sounded just like you.
I understand, I guess. But clearly wasn't me.
I know it wasn't you. It just felt...
Did it bother you?
A little bit.
How?
It's... I don't know. I've seen a lot of faces and a lot of expressions in my life growing up that wanted to hurt me, and effectively seeing you make that expression was just very scary for me.
She gets very, very sad very quickly.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
As this exchange is happening, he comes up. Is there I'll come back. And he just leaves.
The waiter's like, oh god, they're breaking up.
I know it wasn't you. It was just very scary, but I know you would never hurt me. It was just scared to see a version of you that would.
She puts her hands out and beckons for his. And she holds them really tight. She kind of pulls them just a little tug, just a metaphorical pulling him closer. She's like, Goliath, I swear on everything I value in life, I would never hurt you. So if something that looks like me tries to hurt you, you need to hurt it back.
Sure you want to say that to me before we spar later? He, like, tries to shoot you a smile, like, tries to reassure you a little bit.
Okay, well, smart ass. Cause serious injury to you. I'm not gonna try to kill you later.
You sure?
Unless
You seemed pretty upset when I didn't wake you up this morning.
Unless you want me to try to kill you.
No.
I thought we'd be sparring with, like, wooden... Like, I was gonna say wooden spoons. Like, with, like, wooden swords or something. I don't know what y'all do down there.
I don't know. Whatever you want to do. He's just really happy to see you smiling again. Like,
She didn't even tell him why she was depressed.
yeah, but he likes seeing you smile. No, I will know better, but ideally, I'm never put in that scenario again anyway.
Just remember that if I have any kind of willpower to my own actions, I'm not going to hurt you.
Of course.
I'm not going to hurt anybody in the body.
And likewise.
So if you see something that looks like me, you need to fucking kill it if it's trying to hurt you.
Yes, ma'am.
And they need to come fucking find me. Jesus Christ. Y'all left me down there for too long.
Right,
It was fucking cold.
right, speaking of, I was gonna give you this later, and he reaches into his bag, and he pulls out a little stone with like a little smiley face on it, and he slides it over to you,
What is this?
and then he reaches into his bag, and takes out another one, and he's like, hello, and then like it comes out of that one.
You got...
I got us sending stones.
Why?
It doesn't come out of the rock, by the way. You hear it in your head.
Oh.
But the little like mouth on the little like drawn on like almost looks like it's drawn in Sharpie mouth like goes hello like, but you hear it in your head.
Why did you get us sending stones?
Well, that way I can talk to you even when you're not here, or if I lose you, I can ask where you are.
I appreciate the thought. It is very useful for moments when I can talk to you.
You communicate telepathically.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure that I would never be fully apart from you. I wanted to give it to you later, but it seemed appropriate now. I'm sorry if it's not good.
No, it's perfect. She's trying not to cry.
I got it from Aldor. I bought them off them. I bought it earlier today. That's why I didn't want you to come.
Right. Thank you very much. That's very, very sweet of you.
You're welcome.
She doesn't have pockets right now, so she.
Oh, I can hold on to that for you if you want.
No, and she puts it in her fucking tits.
He's kind of like, can I feel what the sending stone feels?
No.
I know, but a man can dream.
Oh God, this dress, it's low cut, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you'd be able to see the thing if he's looking for it.
Oh, wait. I thought that was...
No, we decided the back and the front, remember?
Right. Okay. Roll me a perception.
No.
What is it?
That's a
0.
1. That's a 0, because he has a negative.
He's too busy looking at the cleavage part to look at, like, the breastbone part.
Okay, well, it's in plain sight the entire time.
Give me advantage, because this is dummy easy to see.
Sort of up to another 1.
9.
Good enough. You know the moon's symbol, right?
Yeah.
That is, like, on her breast.
Oh.
Oh, I thought we agreed it was something a difference with the other symbol.
Which one?
The snowflake symbol.
Oh, yes.
That's
okay.
what I'm referring
okay.
to.
I was thinking of... Alright, never mind. Yeah, so, no, there is, what looks to be, like, right over where her heart is... Sorry, I completely forgot about this. Right over where her heart is, there... Because, like, it's kind of covered by the dress, but you can see a little bit of it. There is what seems to be part of, like, a snowflake symbol. And you can't quite make out, like, if it's, like, a tattoo or drawn on or anything like that.
What are you thinking of? With the moon
fucking tattoo with the you have the moon.
Oh wait,
symbol.
that's her birthmark.
Yeah, that's why I was like, the one on your back, like.
No, yeah, okay.
He's gonna squint a little bit and like tilt his head and like. Darky, forgive me for staring at your chest.
You do that all the time. It's fine.
What's? You have a thing.
You mean my tits?
No, yes, but no. You have like a.
Oh.
Is that a tattoo? I don't.
Covers it up. It's nothing.
No, that's.
It's from that inn with the monster.
What is it?
It's like some scar or something from when it had to. Is it like siphon? It's not siphoning.
It essentially just attached probes to you so that it could just eat your memories.
I was basically just kind of hooked up as like a source so that the monster could mimic me.
Why were you
consistently feeding off of my memories and shit.
Why were you so quick to cover it?
Because that's part of the reason why I'm a little not okay right now.
I mean, you didn't like lose those memories or anything, did you?
No.
Oh.
It's just kind of like how tarantulas in your head. Something just forcefully entered my head.
Right. Is it still there?
God, is it still there? No.
You probably have been having a lot of nightmares lately.
Just lots of really...
And in fact, like, your
detailed
nightmares
nightmares.
would have included its true form even though you never saw it.
Very vivid nightmares.
If you ever... Forgive me for being presumptuous, but, you know, we're going to continue to spend our nights together. If you ever, like, have a nightmare and need to wake me or anything, I'm more than happy to comfort you.
I would feel bad.
I would feel bad to find out you hadn't woken me.
Well, I will do my best to remember in the moment.
Okay. Thank you.
There's this one, and there's one back here.
Is the other one's...
Wait, does she know about the other one?
Yes, because you would have felt the pain from where it was attached.
Right. Sorry.
Is that also from the thing?
One was for my soul, the other one was for my brain.
Well, again, I'm sorry you had to go through that. I wish you didn't have to. I would have rather it had been me. I mean, technically, who knows? Maybe if it had tried to suck my soul out, it would have sucked out tarantulas and I'd be good to go.
I don't think it was sucking a soul out. I don't know what it was doing, to be honest.
Neither do I.
But if it had copied you, I would have put it down. Because I would have known it's not you.
How would you have known?
Because I can tell when something... There's certain things that you do, little quirks, that if you didn't do them, I would know it's not you.
Okay, well, first of all, that thing was a lot like you. There was only one instance where I had any doubt. Maybe I shouldn't say. But secondly,
What?
like what?
Wait, what?
Well, I'm sorry that there was only the one instance of doubt, but it was doing a very good job.
Oh, was it doing that good of a job?
Yeah, there was like one moment earlier on where I was like, that doesn't seem like my girlfriend. But I had hoped maybe it was Christmas, you were feeling weird.
Then perhaps, under the assumption that I do find out it's not you, I'm still putting that shit down.
Okay. Well, how would you know? What quirks are we talking
You
about
have
here?
tiny quirks!
Like what?
Like well, firstly, the way you talk to me specifically versus everybody else.
I don't talk to you any differently than I talk to everyone else.
Yes, you do.
How?
You're a little more nervous.
That's different.
No, it's not.
It's a little different.
You speak a little differently. Your pattern of speech is a little different.
That's different. It's a little different. Correct. That's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry if that's bad.
No, they're just
You just make
nice things about you that I like.
you make me feel different than other people do, so.
I would hope so. That's my job, to make you feel different.
You do it well.
Good. What?
Nothing, it's just, I don't know. I like the thought of you, of me being so recognizable to you.
I'd like to think I could recognize you at a crowd, or from a crowd.
Yeah.
God, don't do that later.
Or like, if it was like, I don't know, just it. I like apparently having these little things about myself that only you would notice, I guess. It makes me feel special to know you're paying that much attention.
Well, even if I don't show it, I do let my eyes wander, and I do have a lot of affection toward you.
Where do your eyes wander to? Oh,
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm very affectionate toward you, even if I don't show it.
Well, I understand maybe not showing it very much.
God, shut the fuck up.
We are very new to the whole dating thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry that has to happen during the caravan.
I mean, I was the one who confessed to you. It's kind of my own fault.
Yeah, I confess back. It's a two-way system.
True, but if you hadn't confessed back, it would have been a lot weirder. I didn't think you would confess back to me. I didn't think you had anything to confess.
Rude?
Well, you are the one that told me originally that you thought we would be best as just, like, best friends.
Because I was terrified to admit that I loved you.
Well, I don't know. And I thought perhaps me loving you was wrong, but I couldn't not say it.
You loving people is not wrong.
I know. I thought me loving you was wrong.
No, you loving that I'm included in that. You loving people is not wrong. You just don't have to justify your love for people. It's on my end, the way that I take it. It's my fault if I don't receive it well. It's not your fault. Because you didn't do anything wrong. All you did was show your emotion.
Yeah, but I don't know.
And you can't blame yourself for being honest.
Right.
You're not at fault for being honest, and nobody can put you at fault for being honest, or I will fucking kill them.
He quivers a smile and puts it away. Well, I'm happy that I can be honest with you now.
At this point, the waiter comes back. Is everything all right with the food?
It's delicious.
It's very good, thank you.
Are you wanting to have any desserts tonight?
Do we want dessert?
Well, our game was pretty fun.
Do you want to pick again?
Sure.
Can we get a dessert menu, please?
Yes, I will be right back.
There was another thing that bothered me at the inn.
Right, so, yes.
So in the spirit of honesty with each other, I wasn't going to tell you, but in the spirit of honesty, I just felt that you hated me, or that you were terrified of me, or that you were going to think less of me for some reason. And I don't even know why. I don't have a justification for it. I was just scared. Because you reacted so negatively to me.
Why do you keep thinking I'm gonna hate you?
Because I'm terrified you're gonna leave me.
I just bought a rock that would mean I could always have access to you.
I understand.
Darky, I'm not going anywhere. I mean, unless you're going somewhere, in which case I would like to go with you. I love you.
I love you I don't have the best experience with receiving affection.
I mean, I, prior to 2 months ago, don't usually receive affection ever, so...
Yeah?
Well, I kind of just wandered. I didn't really have any relations.
And you're doing a much better job at receiving my affection than I am yours.
Am I? Sometimes it doesn't feel like I am.
Well, you certainly don't ask me if I hate you every day.
Well...
Unless you're thinking it.
In the spirit of honesty,
Oh, dear God.
Your waiter will come and drop off your dessert menus at this point.
Well.
Hang on, I'm sending them now.
Yeah.
I guess you're saying it's both ones so we could choose.
No, I sent you what you randomly choose and what he randomly chooses.
Right.
Oh, we're both getting a dessert. I thought we were sharing a dessert like a couple.
What do you want to do?
What would you want to do?
That.
Then let's do that.
If you do that, choose ravens.
Okay. Anyway, in the spirit of honesty, sometimes I don't think you'd ever hate me.
Of course I don't hate you.
And sometimes I worry maybe you I don't know, get bored of me. I'm only good at one thing.
Loving me?
Well, I don't know if I'm any good at that, but I am very good at fighting things.
You're very good at loving me, in my personal experience.
Well, I'm glad you think that. And Koi and Fang and Sephtis are telling me I'm good at other things and that I'm growing, and Fang, clearly, you weren't there for it, you were in a basement, but Fang clearly thinks I am becoming some sort of leader, which I don't know if I'd agree with, but...
I'd say yeah.
It's a lot of responsibility. But anyway, I don't know, I just worry maybe because I don't have much experience doing this, and I'm not sometimes very good at it, or at least I worry I'm not very good at it, that you would get bored and want to stop.
I mean, I'll tell you if I'm bored, but that doesn't mean it's an immediate, end to the relationship.
Well, I didn't think so, but...
And besides, I like to think that I am capable of spicing the relationship up by myself. And by such, including you, making you thus not boring.
Well, if I ever get boring, please help me not be boring.
Of course. You're not boring, but I will help you.
Okay.
Your waiter will approach. Have you chosen?
Yes.
What's it say, Goliath?
We want to share the Chateau de Nourriture du Diable.
We're much closer that time.
You're getting better.
Yeah.
You're studying Elvish in private?
No.
I will have them prepared immediately.
Thank you.
If you want to be pet, you have to come here.
I'm on the other side of the table, unfortunately.
Okay, well then come here. You can stick a leg out. Footsies.
I had somewhere else to take us after this, but if you would like to go back to the inn and spar instead, we can.
No, where are we going?
It's nowhere exciting.
I want to go.
When we're done here, we can go.
Okay.
Okay. You're a lot. He hesitates for a minute,
Choosing words carefully.
When you are alone with me, you are a lot gentler. with your words and such.
Is that bad?
No, I really like it. Much like how earlier we talked about you have things about me that I only do around you. You have things that you only do around me. You seem a lot more, and forgive me if I'm assuming too much, comfortable being just happy.
Well, you make me pretty happy.
Good.
I mean, it's hard to be this kind of level of comfort when I have to pretend that I'm not your girlfriend, you know?
Well, I don't think
when we're Sarah and Kane.
I don't think we have to pretend anymore.
Well, no, we don't have to now, but we did have to, and it was just hard.
Yeah, but we're going to be traveling as Sarah and Kane for a little bit longer, but who's to say Sarah and Kane did not also begin a relationship?
I didn't fucking think of that. Okay, yes.
Okay. I would like to keep openly being yours, if that's okay. Even when we're
What do you mean?
in disguise and such. I would like to continue to openly belong to you.
You already belong to me.
No, I know, but when we have to refer to each other as Sarah and Kane, I don't want to pretend that I'm not anything other than yours.
Okay.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
At this point, your waiter will come back. He will place 2 large slices of cake down and say, "Devil's food cake."
Fuck you.
Are you making a joke here?
No, it's fine. Thank you for the devil's food cake.
Of course.
Are you okay over there?
It just feels a little ironic.
Well, I'm sure it's delicious anyway.
I'm sure it is.
She takes a piece off of it. She leans over to feed it to you.
He kind of is a little confused for a second,
Just eat it.
and then he leaned.
How is it?
It's delicious.
Good.
And he will
Almost as good as Mama's.
Nowhere near as good as Mama's.
It's almost as good as Mama's.
And then he will.
You realize
the fork
Mama
back.
probably baked this.
She takes the fork. She's just like, oh yeah? She's a little show of the fork.
He'll do he'll do the same for her, but hers was like a smooth kind of thing, and his is like a
chunk.
Not as again trying to mimic her a little bit.
Yeah. Clearly she's done this before, and he's like, oh, piece of cake.
Yeah.
She'll lean over and take it.
I inserted the cake into her mouth to quiet her.
How is it?
This is really fucking good.
If I had
Pulls her cake closer.
if I had to guess, there's actually a bakery next door. The woman who runs it is actually who taught me to bake. I would assume that.
So you can make this.
Maybe.
Goliath, I'm gonna need you to bake this.
I know how to make bread, and I got a cupcake recipe
No,
today.
no, actually, no, you're not allowed to bake. I'll get fat.
Well, love, I think with all of the physical activity we
I'll be eating
do
a lot.
regularly during the day and at night, I think you'd be okay.
I don't know about that. You don't understand how much cake.
I will learn to make a cake just for you.
Just for me?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Glad takes a quick mental note, learn to make cake. Learn to make cupcake recipe at 6 times the scale.
You don't even need to make it at 6 times the scale. You just need a bigger oven. She gave you a cupcake recipe because she knew you were traveling.
Right. Will you allow me to try to make my own recipes?
Yeah, I told you before you can make your own recipes.
Cool. He is gonna try now. I gotta make that bitch a cake.
Slight out of character thing. If you were to glance at the cupcake recipe that she gave you, you will notice that they are devil's food cupcakes.
Gotcha.
Cute.
Oh, it should also be mentioned that, yes, Mama is a tiefling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She's like a big, like purple-skinned tiefling.
I will make a completely original cake recipe for you.
You don't have to.
I want to. You're just gonna have to give me some time.
Okay. You can make it for my next birthday.
When's your birthday?
Wait, it's already passed.
Oh,
I mean, next year.
I'm sorry. When was it?
It was definitely this year of, absolutely, November 15th.
Oh. Well, on the one hand, I'm sorry I missed it. I'd be a lot sorrier if we were dating at the time.
Oh, it's fine. I mean, you knew me.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry we missed it.
Oh, it's fine. We can still celebrate your birthday.
Oh,
You make yourself like, I can help you make a cake for your birthday!
Would Goliath even know when his birthday was?
He has a ballpark estimate.
Okay.
And so at one point he just picked a day. Like,
Fair enough.
She never asked him for his birthday, has she?
No. We don't have to celebrate my birthday, but I'd be happy to bake with you. I like baking. If you ever want to do that with me.
Grabs his hand. When is your birthday? I have to get you something.
You don't have to get me anything.
What is your birthday?
My birthday, it's like January 2nd or 3rd.
6th. I
Six?
just checked.
Oh, so in like a
No,
week.
I mean right now.
Oh, it is the day after tomorrow. No, tomorrow will be New Year's. If I'm doing my math right.
My birthday is next week. I think.
Your days are fucking next week?
I think.
What day?
Well, as you might be able to understand, I technically don't have an exact day. You know,
Well, you just picked a day, right?
I knew it was early January. So I picked the 6th. So it's in like a week from today.
Okay. I got it then.
You don't need to get me anything.
Too late.
You really...
It's too late. You're gonna have a great birthday.
He looks like worried about it.
Aw. No!
He looks like uncomfortable.
Today, like y'all's date is happening on the 29th.
Okay.
So then 30th,
30th.
31st.
So like a
and
week and a day.
Yeah, 8 days.
Is she good then?
Yeah.
Well, geez, it's already 9:30.
Dad, are you okay? Did I upset you?
No, I've never celebrated my birthday before, so
Well,
I only ever picked a day because sometimes in traveling people want to know who you are and they need a date. And,
is
you know.
it gonna make you uncomfortable if I
No,
celebrate your birthday?
No. I don't know. I've never done it, so. But
Well, it's not bad.
I'm sure it's not.
Then why do you look worried?
It's just new. It's weird.
I mean, but new things should be exciting.
Agreed. I mean, I'm looking forward to it.
But you look terrified.
I wouldn't say I'm terrified.
You look worried. You look distressed.
Again,
I feel like I hurt your feelings.
No, you did not hurt my feelings. I've just never celebrated it. It's just,
Something
I'm
happened?
no, nothing's. I don't know. I've just never celebrated it. It's weird to conceptualize celebrating it.
Okay, well.
But I'm not opposed to it.
I'm going to make it a very special birthday. I will not overwhelm you.
Okay. Well, you've overwhelmed me before. You're a very overwhelming woman, Darky.
Oh, well, yeah. Duh.
Darky, do you not remember pinning me to a bed and you know...
At this point, your waiter comes back, and he will say, "Are we ready for the check?"
Yes.
All right, and he will set a small little like black book down.
I need to borrow your phone's calculator here in a sec. Goliath will like kind of take a look at it.
It's in Elvish.
Great.
Where's the big
however,
number at the bottom?
There is at the bottom. There is 135 ore.
He's gonna like try to call for the waiter.
Yes.
I don't have ore. I have gold.
Ore is gold.
Ore is gold. Thank you. How much was it again?
135. Because of arbitrary numbers I made up in my head.
Right.
And the wine being 100.
Yeah.
Does this world operate on like the 20% tip system?
No, because this world actually knows how to pay its fucking employees.
Alright, cool. Goliath takes out the necessary gold and carefully places it down.
You're welcome to tip for good service, but it's not a fucking requirement like it is on this goddamn planet.
Goliath will throw in 2 extra gold then.
Okay.
Do you need help with anything?
Nope, I have more than enough.
You said 2 extra?
Yeah.
Okay.
You, missed it yesterday. I actually did really well in my match.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
I'm sorry I missed it.
I should have waited. If I
I won't
wanted to.
I won't miss tomorrow. Clearly.
You're entering tomorrow.
Well, yeah, but I still won't miss it.
Okay.
You have to win.
Well, if I win, that means I have to be you.
Yeah.
What? Do you not want to win?
Well, no. I'm going to do my best. But,
God, I have to fight you tomorrow.
Are you not wanting to fight me tomorrow?
Yeah.
You have to fight me tomorrow. You know what I said earlier about not fighting me and me not going to hurt you? There's an exception tomorrow.
You can just throw the match.
You need to hurt me tomorrow. And I will try to hurt you back. Only because we can't actually hurt each other.
Right. Because we can't actually hurt each other. Okay.
Both of you roll me an intelligence.
There, you can be blue one. Wow.
Luckily, I was able to read that before you knocked my dice over.
Sorry?
That, for me, is going to be a 21.
I am not smart. Hang on. You said intelligence?
Yeah.
Oof.
Because I was like, oh,
Or
wow,
history, whichever is better.
that's a big number. And she was like, my dice are getting thrown right at yours.
That's a 3.
Goliath. Alderus has a fucking, like, essentially sparring ring where you can't hurt each other. You guys want to go spar.
Speaking of tomorrow's tournament where we can't hurt each other,
Yes.
if you want to go sparring tonight, we can just go practice there. We can't hurt each other there, so we wouldn't have to worry about, wooden swords or...
Absolutely.
Okay.
Sure, she's really excited about that.
Let's, if it's okay with you, I would like to go there first. We can do as many rounds as you'd like, and then I'll take you to where I was going to take you.
Okay. Is it special?
Special to me. Anywhere I'm with you is special in a way.
She blushes. She did not expect you to say that. Yeah. Are we ready to go? She stands up.
I'm ready whenever you are. But let's head back to the inn to change into something a little more spar appropriate.
I just imagine She-Ra, she just rips the dress off.
Are we actually gonna combat?
You can if you want,
Do you
but
want to
otherwise...
I would love to actually combat you.
Right.
we won't do that in this session because I'm not going to set up a whole ass combat thing because
No,
it's going to be a pain in the ass.
We're gonna. If it's anything, if it's the arena from before,
It's just us
we're
going
just
back
right
and
in
forth.
front of each other, going back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, true. But if
Like,
y'all are
we
gonna
can-
do several rounds, then like
We could just max it out at a certain number if you want.
I would say let's just do it sitting here. We don't need a map. Like,
well, no, not for the map. I just mean like,
We don't even have to do it on recording.
well, that's what I was saying. If y'all want to just do this off recording and then day fades to black kind of thing, then like
well, the only reason I don't want to do that is because like he has a place to take her afterwards.
That's true.
right. But what I'm saying is like for this, like y'all go spar, and then like we can determine what that is, like what happened in that later, and then you can go do the rest of the day, or we can just do like a round of the combat and then fade away from it. You know, like.
Let's do one round, and then I would definitely want to do more than one round after the recording.
Okay.
Only because I really just... I and Darky just
Or-
really want to see how she holds up against Goliath.
Okay, we can. How about this? In universe, they spar multiple. Like they spar. There's a winner or loser. Reset. But for the sake of this, we'll fade to black. But we can like flip a coin to see who wins the last match,
Well,
so they can transition into talking about it while they do whatever.
Raven.
I haven't looked. I'm gonna say tails for Goliath, heads for Darky. I don't know what this is.
What is it?
The Skyrim logo?
Oh, then it's tails.
Okay, so Goliath wins their last match
Because
tonight.
if you look at the other side, it's
It's a head.
heads.
But that way, like, we can still roleplay, like, we can have combat, but, like, oh, they do it over and over and over again. Goliath wins the last one.
Right. Well, she was going to suggest 2 out of 3.
Goliath wins the 2 out of 3.
Sure.
But we can still do one after their four.
Yes. Okay.
So we'll cut to... I mean, I don't want to take over.
Basically, as y'all wrap up, and because Aldous is just kind of like sitting up in his little like upper thing, because he likes watching like people spar and stuff, and like this was a slow night. Nobody really showed up to do
Right.
any kind of like fighting because everybody's getting ready for the tournament tomorrow.
Right.
So he's just like, good show. Heading out on your way now.
Yeah, and Goliath, will, since he beat her, reach down and offer Darky a hand.
She'll grab
You
it.
know, pick her up. Was admittedly very close.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't feel bad about yourself. You won one of them. In your defense, I have been doing this a lot longer than you have. And I had less wine.
You're supposed to have more wine.
Did y'all take the rest of the bottle with you?
Were we allowed to?
You bought the bottle.
He wasn't sure if he was allowed to take it because obviously, like,
He
Well,
would have
she
like
would
before
know.
you left. They would have told you like
Okay.
the bottle.
then yeah,
is
he put it.
yours.
He put it. In the
Like
back
if you
holder.
started to leave without the bottle, he'd be like, "You're forgetting your wine."
Oh, okay.
Like,
And he'll put it in the bag of holding. Can he also like sleight of hand put 2 glasses in the bag of holding?
no,
Why?
because they're expensive and they would notice.
What if I promise to never ever try to sell them?
No,
Okay.
I mean they're expensive in that they would notice. Like,
Okay.
hey, our expensive glasses are gone. Like,
Okay. Fine. I take the bottle of wine. I thought
You
the
can just
issue was
stop
like.
it.
I thought the issue was gonna be like no, because then you can sell them for profit. I was
No,
like,
no,
I don't
no.
want them for that.
you can just stop at a Walgreenish and find a fucking couple of glasses.
I love that it's called Walgreenish.
So with that done, since we're not doing any actual combat outside of that's the, he's going to fully unhands her just to make sure she's okay.
Oh, you don't have to do that. It's too...
You would know that as soon as you leave the arena, all of your injuries stop.
Just wants to touch her.
Oh, okay, well.
He just likes having his hand on you. But he will once again offer his arm and like,
She'll take it.
he will. At this point, they're like in their normal clothes, I would assume. Because Goliath would be like, if I'm grabbing my sword and we're sparring, I'm also putting my armor on. Like,
Sure.
um,
What time of the day is it now?
It would probably be about 10.
Are there any shops still open?
Walgreenish?
Do they sell clothes?
No.
I meant clothing store.
No.
Cool.
What did you want?
Well, because I wanted to get her the new outfit and be like, how do I look? But whatever.
Like, you might be able to find, like, what is essentially, like, a Walmart where they have, like, shitty, like, graphic tees kind of things.
Jeans.
But, yeah.
And sandals
Yeah.
with socks built into it.
But, so if we're not doing that...
So then where are you taking me?
Well, I'm sorry to repeat myself, but I found a nice stargazing spot.
Okay, where is it?
It's just outside of town.
Okay, let's go.
And you'll lead her wherever.
As soon as you exit the arena, you're just like, oh, I feel like less like shit now.
He just leads her to like a small hill. I should have thought wiser. Can he dig in his... I don't have this on my equipment list because it's only useful for roleplay one time before now. Does he have the blanket from their first date?
Yeah.
Okay, so he'll take that out again.
I mean, unless you just left it in the fucking field, like...
he'll put that down. And... gesture for her. Sit.
She will... I was going to say daintily sit down, but like... Because she's a noble, she can look very nice while she does it.
Right.
She's doing it on purpose.
Goliath sits down and takes his helmet off and puts it... he like sits like crisscross and then puts his helmet in his legs. And he turns to her and... Now was supposed to be the part where I gave you the sending stones. So
Oh, well, you didn't have to give them to me early then.
I wanted to... It just seemed like a good moment to give it to you earlier.
So then what do you have planned now?
Just sitting with you.
Okay.
Again, you know, I'm here with you, and that's what makes it nice. And his eyes, he like kind of looks and like tries to get a peek at whatever scar is back here, but he obviously can't because there's fucking hair there. So he'll just gingerly like look at it.
You're not even gonna ask her about
No.
it. You're just gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's okay. Just you like leaning back. She's like, "Can I help you?"
Just kind of lifts her hair a little bit.
She like leans forward so the hair falls off his hand. "Can I help you?"
I wanted to see the...
You could just ask.
Sorry.
You don't have to.
I don't know. Typically when we're alone, you tend to let me touch you all I want. I didn't think this would be any different, but is it okay with you if I look at... I should have been more considerate, considering it's a scar that carries trauma with it. I apologize.
Yes, it's the same as this one. You can look at it.
Okay. And he'll...
So just hold her hair up.
Right, he'll study it.
Getting a closer look at it now, you will see that it is essentially like... It's in the shape of a snowflake. It's got 6 points that are all identical. The very center of it looks still a little swollen, as if something was, like, injected in there. As well as, like, the rest of it kind of just looks like burn marks.
Sorry
It
again.
looks like it will most likely scar.
Right. I'm sorry again.
It's fine.
I'm sorry they bother you so much.
Just odd to have the idea of somebody in your head that you don't want there is odd, and you're the one that can understand that the most.
Right. Well, rest assured, I'm sure you weren't worrying about this, but even with your scars, you
I'm still very attractive.
remain the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
Ever seen?
Ever seen.
Ever seen? You've seen a lot. Hang on. No. Let's back that up. You've been adventuring for how long? I know the answer, but tell me anyway.
I don't know if I'd call it adventuring, but
You've been out by yourself
about 10 years.
10 years. In your 10 years, you meet people, right? You do little quests for people, favors.
Now and then.
And I'm the most attractive you've ever seen?
Yes. At least to me.
I was just double checking.
Right.
But like ever seen, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Ever seen. I mean, and if you can appreciate how I look, even with all this. You've
He
got a lot.
gestures to his 95% gorgeous face, like...
He gestures to, like, his eyes, and then, like, kind of just that.
Well, I mean, in the spirit of honesty, I didn't know about how you got those. When you first, had sex. So I just thought they were battle scars, and I thought they were very hot. And now it's been rescinded because I know how you got them.
Well, I mean...
It doesn't change. Wait, no, it doesn't mean you're not hot. It wasn't true. Just clarify. Wait, no. I'm just saying that it doesn't bother me.
Okay. I'm glad. I was a little worried about it.
It doesn't bother me. If anything, it just makes me sad that you had to go through that.
Well, I'm past it.
And it's almost like a reminder that, you're strong enough to survive anything. That's proof that you got through that shit. And you came out for the better.
That's one way to look at it. And I think that's a good way to look at it. Darky, all of my experience with interpersonal romance is from romance novels. So I apologize if sometimes I say something maybe out of place.
Sometimes your romance novels are not the source that you should be getting your romance from, but let's continue.
I don't have any other experience.
You could ask! You could just do it and
Okay.
tell you.
Well, in the spirit of honesty, and thanks God, that completely threw me off.
Some wild raccoon.
Yeah, it's fucking debris.
Leaving a little debris.
His fucking crow, like, oh my bad, I'm sorry. I didn't want to ruin the moment, but I couldn't hold it in. Where did that come out of? You don't want to know.
I used Darky's cheeks.
I used the little puncture wound on that scar. You finally have an ass. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Well, in the spirit of honesty, in the spirit of being able to ask you things, can I ask you a question?
You can ask me anything.
I worry that it's gonna not be okay to ask or put you off or anything like that.
And even if it does put me off, so what?
Well, earlier we were talking about, family and people we care about and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
how we're your family and vice versa. And
right. And I mentioned that, Koi is my family and I love you a lot, but I wouldn't consider you family because that'd be weird. But I do consider Koi, Fang, and to a small degree Sephtis family, and
yes.
et cetera, et cetera. I just
where are you going with this?
I'm not. I'm not asking you any questions, I suppose, because I'm wise enough to know I shouldn't, but I wouldn't mind maybe,
She puts a hand on his cheek, she pushes his head to look at her. She's like, you can ask me anything, you can, I'm here for you. I'm not going to judge you for your questions.
I wouldn't mind maybe having a family with you someday, if that's okay. I'm not asking you to marry me or anything like that. Yeah, I understand, but I mean,
just staring at him. She is taken back.
I know I like to plan things, and I can't think of a plan that doesn't involve staying with you, so I don't, I'm not asking for your hand in marriage or anything like that anytime soon. Not that I wouldn't ever ask that, maybe someday. Sorry.
No, that's just, it might be a problem, that's all. You
I
might not be able to do that.
I understand if you don't want to
Now,
give
let
that.
me rephrase that. I said that wrong. Potentially, maybe one day, yes, a family with you does sound very nice. However, currently at the moment, A, I do not want a family like that,
Mhm.
and B, I don't even know if I can.
Well, for clarification, I don't know if I want a family like that either, and with no offense to either one of us intended, I don't think we'd be ideal candidates for doing that sort of thing.
I mean, I can't even raise the dragon correctly.
But
How am I gonna
I-
fucking raise a child?
Right, no. I don't know if either one of us should ever do that, and I don't know if I ever even want to, but what I was trying to say, I guess, is like, if someday maybe you want to, like, legally be my family, like, if I want to marry you someday is what I'm trying to say.
Is that what you're really trying to say?
Yes. But I don't want you to think I'm trying to ask you to marry me now.
Well, I would tell you no if you asked me right now.
I wouldn't ask you now.
Secondly, that does sound nice, just not right now.
No, of course not. I just...
It is a very scary thought for me personally, but
Ever since...
it makes me realize a lot of things about myself that I didn't before, so
I can only hope those are good things.
yes, they're good things.
Oh, good.
You instill a lot of happiness and confidence within myself. So, who's to say that you won't change my mind on marriage?
I mean, even if you don't want to do that, it's okay. It's just... Ever since our first practice date, when I had you stressed for a long time of the day that I was, going to kill myself. I'm not going to do that, but I like to think about where I'm headed and where I'm going. In the past couple of months, I worry a lot less about being a good or a bad person. You and everyone, but especially you, have just kind of made me realize it's okay to just be a happy person, and a person that does what I believe in. And I want to be a good person, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't have to be all I do all the time. So I'm trying to think of where I want to go in life outside of that, and I want you to be there, whatever it ends up being. So I just thought, with that in mind...
Much like how you like to plan out your life, I like to just see where life takes me.
Well...
Because, for me, the joy of life is not the part where I plan stuff and then it happens, but just life hands me something and I make something of it.
I mean, not that I want to plan. It's more like goals than anything else.
Yeah, you can have goals.
And every time I think of a goal, I want you to be there for it.
Okay.
But
Including the killing myself part.
your outlook is also very good, and it makes a lot of sense, because that feels a lot like how I got to be with you how we are now. And I really like how we are.
But things are working out already.
Yeah. Do I have to ask you for everything I want to do?
What do you mean?
And then he's just gonna kiss her.
Aw. Yes, you have to ask for consent. Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
do I have to ask for those?
No, you don't have to ask for those.
Like ever, or like just right now?
Ever.
Okay, now he's gonna do it again.
Okay. Oh, so he's gonna do it back.
I know, you know, for a little while we didn't have much of an opportunity to say it. So I just want to tell you now. I love you. A lot.
She looks a mixture of like super happy, but like also not sad, but like relieved. Just, I really love you too.
What's that?
And she's gonna pull him in for a hug,
Feel hungry.
and then hang on.
Are you like getting in there with those kisses, or are you just kind of like kissing?
They're like deep kisses. Like
Oh.
tongue?
That changes with this roll does.
there would probably be a little bit of this. He's like very.
Roll me a perception. This is a very weird thing, but roll me a perception. This isn't just like a weird fantasy thing, I promise.
It's gonna be a 12.
You did do it twice, so roll with advantage.
Well, go ahead, because
13.
Alright, you made it on that one. The DC rolls 13.
13's bad luck.
When you like go to kiss her the second time, you feel something almost like rough, almost like scarred tissue on the top of her mouth. Like on the roof of her mouth.
He won't say anything about it.
Okay.
At least not yet.
good, because depending on how he reacted, it was going to absolutely destroy everything that I was about to do.
Well, he's not going to react to it.
Alright. Pulled in for a hug, and then she's just going to push him over, and then just start kissing him again. Like, like on top
Like,
of
so
him.
she straddles his hips. And
Yes.
Okay. He'll accept it. He's not going to say no. He will, like, put his hands on her hips and, like, move her a little bit to almost, like, stop the kissing for a second. And he'll kind of, like, look her in the eye and look a little, like, puzzled.
Now that you've felt it once, like, when you kiss her, like, you notice it more.
And he'll, like, think about asking about it.
She, like, tilts her head. What's wrong? Do you want me to get off?
Oh, well. Yes. That. You know. No.
She, like,
Please do.
starts to get
No,
up.
no, that's not what I meant. I was trying to.
You were trying to make a joke. Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry. It
Um.
was very funny.
No. I just was thinking about how much I love you.
Love you too.
Are you sure you wouldn't rather do this back at, like, the end?
Are you telling me you don't want to do it right here?
Well, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm trying to be a gentleman. Listen, we haven't gotten to do very much while in disguise on the convoy, so I am ready and eager to do whatever my girlfriend would like to do. I just thought it'd be a gentleman and offer. If you want to go back, I can be patient.
She just puts a hand over his mouth to stop him from talking. Here and back home.
He just nods.
Okay.
And he's not going to bring it up, so that would be, unless there's anything else you want, that's where the date ends.
Yeah. But
He knows it. He's not bringing it up yet.
Ya fuck!
Yay! Twice!
Oh,
Twice. Twice.
Really, only twice?
Once.
Roll a perception.
Roll me a con.
There's a lot of pent up, like, I've been dying to fuck you. Alright, I'm gonna need to borrow this. That is a... Is that a... I can read... Nope. I'm gonna roll because it was like on the corner there. So I'm gonna roll again.
Well, flatten the thing out.
That's a... what doesn't matter. That's a 21.
Roll me a d8.
I'll go get
Hey
you a
Siri,
D8.
roll me a d8.
Rolling. 7.
7 times.
Nice.
Jesus.
I'll leave it up to Darky which one of those are on a hillside and which ones of those are in an inn.
Roll me a d8.
4 of those are on the hill.
Alright, cool.
Alright.
4 of those are on your hill.
Yeah.
So are the other 3, I guess.
That was the day!
And then she's like, okay, no, there's bugs. We have to go home.
There's bugs now!
Oh, shit.
There's bugs in my dress.
I'm getting bit.